I am doing my review on the Marvel Rivals, Marvel Legends, Venom, and Jeff 2-pack. I know last video was a little negative on the Moon Knight, and you know, I was of course going based off of a more critical review, you know, giving my honest opinion on the figures and stuff like that. Me, I personally, I still like the figure, I still love it. But if I am being honest, and if I was someone who was really looking out, yeah. But anyways, today I'm doing my review on the Jeff and Venom. I only got these guys so far. I haven't gotten Punisher and Spider-Man and Luna. I will get those guys soon. But if I had to really do a little quick ranking, I'd probably do that when I have all of them together to then really go over the 6 figures and talk about it. But first things first, let's go ahead and talk about Jeff. Jeff unfortunately did not get any articulation. He's literally a statue. He's just a solid thing with a collar. He does come with an alternate head, which if you take that off there and I'll do this, take that off there, and he comes with a smiling head, and then you just slide this on his head like this, and there you go. That is literally it with Jeff. He can look around. The dog collar does come off a bit, and that's pretty much it. That's really all he does, aside from having the alternate head, which can kind of work for like him peeking out from wherever, because he does come with this accessory of him going around, and if you're creative with it, you can just put him going all over the place. I mean, that's really all you can really say about the Jeff figure or statue. Like I said, I mean, just a few bits of articulation would have made him a little better, but I guess I can't complain too much about him since, you know. But anyways, this is really the main figure that people are getting this Jeff for. It is for the Venom. I have to say, I haven't had a big Marvel Legends or a big figure in a while. So when I got him, to me, especially since I like having big monstrous characters, this was kind of a, you know, a breath of fresh air for me in terms of like having a figure in this scale again. He is pretty big, which I'll show off in the size comparisons, but let's go ahead and just go over his stuff. He can look up that much, and he can look down really well, and he can also go side to side with some tilts at the head as well. And you could just take it off from here, and you can see that they did this little cut, which I don't really like too much, because it's like, it looks weird from the top. But you know, the back of the head, when you're not looking at it, it does cover it up really well. And he can lean forward about this much, and he can lean back that much. But I want to try and take him apart to see if he can go any further. I don't think he could, but it's always worth a shot. The tongue actually has a really nice shine to it. Like, they gave it a gloss finish, which I think was really good, because most Venom figures don't have that gloss finish, so it's usually just a dry tongue. He has, and what I'm assuming is, a single joint elbow that actually works really well. And I'm actually really thankful for that, because he can rotate the arm, and the bicep can rotate alongside with him, so it doesn't get in the way of anything. The arm isn't static, it's not all one piece. It's on a single hinge here for the hands, the open palm hands. You can kick out this much. There's no toe articulation, but his feet can go out this down and up that much, and it rotates. And he has a boot cut. I guess I'm fine with that. Actually, no, I'm good with that. He has a double jointed knee, Here, the cuts is a little nasty. Like, it's not smooth. There's some flashing, but I mean, I guess it's okay for the most part. You can kick out really, really good. Yeah, I didn't expect that from this figure. Is he accurate to the game in terms of his cheek? I'm not, okay, let me not go into that. I'm not going to talk about that. But he also has a waist twist here, which is, alright, it's cool, I guess. He can go this side, and he can go all the way around. His arms, okay, let me turn the camera up a little more here. His arms can go all the way around. The tendrils are unfortunately connected to him, so you can't really do much about that. You could heat him up and pop him off, but I think for this specific design of Venom, it kind of would ruin it. But anyways, in terms of accessories, he comes with 2 fists that come on him in a package. I removed them for the open palm hands. And he comes with the massive overbite. Like, it's the funniest. This has to be like the funniest thing about this figure is that damn overbite, because holy hell. Let me get it on him. Aerodynamic as hell, bro. I love the Rivals Venom design. I just don't like the symbol because it's literally Matt Gargan's design and it's Eddie Brock. But either way, like I said, for me personally, I can't really complain about this figure. I like him a lot more than Moon Knight. When I get Doom, well, okay, I kind of spoiled what I was going to do with the Punisher. When I get Punisher, I'm hoping I like him a little more. And I guess for Spider-Man and Luna, we'll see. I'm not a big Luna Snow fan, and I like Spider-Man. I'm going to get the MVC Spider-Man as like my definitive Spider-Man, because that's really, I grew up with the Sam Raimi's, but that Spider-Man is going to be my definitive Spider-Man because I'm more of a fighting game person. This Venom here, I'm going to get the Mess Toys one, but I think for a big monster Venom, I really like the Rivals one. I don't have any problems. Looking at the silhouette and just looking at it standing, he looks great, in my opinion. This is like such a great figure. At the price, you know me, we could talk about it. I think for the price, because unfortunately, you're getting a Jeff figure that should be better, in my opinion. Like, just add those little legs, the little leg articulation that you do with the dogs. It would have been a-okay, but I don't know. For this figure and for figures 2-pack, I guess I'm a little more okay with it as opposed to Moon Knight, because they were charging Moon Knight as $40 alongside Luna Snow being $40, and Moon Knight didn't really come with a lot. Spider-Man and Luna came with a little more, so. But yeah, let's get to the size comparisons. Here he is next to Charlie Nash. Here he is next to Ryo Sakazaki, who is still in the same pose I have him in. Here he is next to, here they are next to Dan. Dan is pretty good in scale, in my opinion. Here he is next to Jin Kazama, who scales a lot more in line with the Storm Arena, but I'm more than happy to mix and match. And then for the final one, we're going to have him next to Baki, who is still tiny. Actually, I take it back. Final one is going to be Moon Knight. So let's get Jin and Ryo out of here. Here he is next to Moon Knight. And as much as I gave this figure crap, I still like it. I think I'm going to paint this guy black. So we'll see how that goes and give him alternate hands. But Here's the Rivals Venom alongside the Rivals Moon Knight and the Marvel Rivals Jeff statue. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this is somewhat informative to you guys. If you don't like me being too harsh when it comes to reviews, I get it. I don't really like being too harsh, but I just want to keep it real and whatnot. Will I say, are you getting your money's worth with this figure? Yeah, definitely with the Venom and the Jeff. The Jeff, I think, is a little cute accessory and stuff like that, and I really like Jeff. I think he's just a cute little thing. For Venom, this has to be probably my favorite Marvel Legends Venom ever. I haven't gone around to getting any of the other ones, but this is my Venom. I love this Venom. I can't wait to get the Mess Toys one to see how it looks next to him. But other than that, that's it. That's it for the review. Next one will be coming soon. This guy and the Moon Knight one was very back-to-back. So, feelings are a little fresh compared to the two of them. And I had some time to play around with them before I did the reviews. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was informative. If, I was a little too negative in some of these videos, I apologize. But, I'll keep it as real as I can with you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Peace.